Hello friends, in today's video I want to catch you up with January and February inside my Bible journal and talk a little bit about this devotional book that I have been reading this month. Hi, my name is Belinda. I'm the founder of Organized and Blessed Mom, and I'm back with another creative idea. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you will know when a new video is posted. Well, friends, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I have been a little absent here because I'm back in school. I am pursuing another master's degree, and that has really just taken up all my leisure time, but I am still doing my quiet time in the mornings, and I am still using my Bible journal. I'm just not showing it as much, but I did have a little free moment here, and I wanted to catch you up with how my Bible journal looked for the month of January and February. I did want to share that I have been reading this beautiful devotional book called Devotions from the Lake. This is from Thomas Nelson, and I love this series. They have many books. Let's see if it has the pictures in the back. No, it doesn't, but I have this brand by Thomas Nelson has many of these devotionals. I owned, I think, all of the series, and I really love it. These devotionals are very, very short. There are 100 in this book right here, and you have the devotional verse, and then the content, a prayer, and then a beautiful photograph. I love the photographs in here, especially ones that come in the middle of the book. Sometimes they'll give you like 2-page, I'm not gonna be able to find one, but some of these will surprise you, and they'll give you a 2-page spread. Look at this one. Look how beautiful that is. I just love the images. Here we go. So at some point in the book, you will be surprised with these beautiful 2-page images, and it just gives me so much joy to see them and to read these devotionals. So what I've been doing this year is I have just been reading the devotional, writing down the verse, or maybe even I have been looking it up in the Bible, and then just either writing this verse or this verse and the following verse, whatever I feel, and then I'll take some notes off of the devotional, and that's what I am putting into my Bible journal. So I wanted to show you my journal. I did show you the setup, or some kind of a setup video where I just showed you the journals I had chosen. I think when I showed the initial video, so this is from punchstudio.com, and I got this at Marshall's, and this does have like an embroidered really beautiful embroidered cover. So I did end up using this as my Bible journal, and I think in that setup video I also showed my prayer journal, but this is my Bible journal. So I'm still doing my monthly cover sheet. This is just a real simple way of separating the months inside my journal. Also a way of just getting creative while I do something, growing my faith as well as my creativity. So this was January. And I got these little mini calendars. These are like, they're not stickers. Let me show you here. Let me grab from my desk here. So these are all going to be linked in my Amazon storefront. So it's a mini calendar, and it is for 2025, and it just has a sheet. Just a sheet. It doesn't have any glue. You have to glue it down, but it's just paper, and it'll say, the month, the day, and then the day of the week and the year, and then it says mini calendar. So it has one for each of the days of this year. And so I like this because it's I used to stamp in the month, if you remember from my prior flip throughs, and I really like the idea of just putting some glue and slapping on the date. It's just cleaner and faster to set up. So I did, because, in anticipation of going back to school and not having a lot of free time to play in my journals, I did reduce the size. So instead of taking up 2 pages per day, I'm only doing 1 page per day. So that is one big difference that I did do, and I'll leave that as a tip. When you get started and you're trying to establish this whole journaling habit, it's usually easier to start with maybe 1 page, maybe half a page, versus trying to do like 2 page spreads. In this case, I reduced down to 1 page because I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of time, but I still wanted to get into my Bible and still get into my journal. So here we go. So here's January 6th, and then here's January 7th. The other thing that I did do this year was I didn't start on the 1st. I gave myself just extra time to set up these journals and, not rush into it. I'm usually kind of wanting to start on the 1st, and I just want to hit the ground running, but I never really give myself time to, enjoy the holidays and things like that. So that's one thing I did this year. So here's the 8th and then the 9th. And so I do still use one theme per week if I can. As you see here, these also are linked in my Amazon storefront, and these stickers are from Amazon. This is very old washi. I don't even, might have been from Michael's that I got that. And then here's Friday. So for this week I went with these flowers, and then just washi, gold washi and gray washi for that first week that I was in this journal. Here's the second week inside my journal, and I am writing the book that I was reading, and then what part of the Bible I am, because at the beginning of the year I wasn't in my devotional yet. I was trying to finish the devotional, the Sleep Psalms devotional. So that's a really good devotional book as well from Dayspring. This week I just did a little cluster. These girls are also from in an Amazon sticker book, and then the mini calendar. Here another same cluster of same sticker book, and then the date, same sticker book here, and the date, and then just some washi. So I did simplify my decor in here, just for the sake of making this process quicker, simpler, because I am, short on time. So here is Thursday, and then here was Friday. So on this week, you could say I went with this white theme, kind of, white roses theme. And I think also the size of this calendar just lends itself to like a real quick cluster. So that's also been very helpful when trying to set up these pages, before the week. On this week, I didn't journal on Monday, so I started on Tuesday. And I loved these stickers. These stickers were I found them on Amazon. I'll link them below if you're still wanting maybe wintry. Maybe at this point we're more into spring. But these wintry stickers were beautiful. And since this was January, they were very fitting for this kind of time. So here's Tuesday. That's Wednesday. And then here's Thursday. This was my favorite out of the whole sticker book. That girl looking at the Eiffel Tower was so pretty. And then here is Friday. I did mess up here. I don't know if you could notice. I messed up and put the wrong mini calendar, so I had to cut out and fix it. But in the end, it still looks pretty good if you look at it from far away. I believe here for January 16th is when I started reading the devotions from the lake. And that concludes this week. So this week I went with that kind of wintry pink look with these beautiful Amazon stickers. All right, so here is January 27th. This is also stickers from an Amazon winter book. And then this is washi tape from Recollections. Here's the 29th, and here is the 30th. Still going with like a wintry kind of a feel. And then here's that Friday the 31st. I love these stamps that come in that sticker book, and then these roses also came in that sticker book. I didn't do anything with this page. I just left it blank. I like to start my new page here on the right, so I didn't want to do my favorite page here because I like to do a 2-page spread. So that one I can maybe come back and put a quote or something, but at this point it is blank. So here's February. February I went with this beautiful paper. This paper is from Stamperia, I think. I'll put the picture up here. I do have it linked in my Amazon store. I love this. It's like very vintagey, sewing inspired, and I love the image so much that I didn't want to cover up the roses, so I just made my month very compact, and then I just cut it out and put it in there. And then I did use the simple paper. I think, is it Simply Paper or Simple Paper? I started to get the subscription for this brand, and I really like the way that came out. It looks like it coordinates, but it really doesn't. This paper is from the same paper pad, but these stickers are from the other company. All right, so then we start with February. So here is February 3rd. I used these stickers from the subscription box for the week. And then I did pair it with some Simply Gilded washi tape. And this has some foil. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh, maybe right there. You'll see that foil on those books. I just thought that the color scheme of this purple was just really beautiful for these purple Parisian flowers. So here's Tuesday the 4th, and here we have Wednesday and Thursday. I do try to make my pages kind of coordinate, and I do try to position these clusters in opposite kind of sides, just to give it a different kind of flow. All right, now moving on to this Friday, still using the same stickers and then the same washi. It just makes setting up the week really simple. Here's another week in February. This was Monday the 10th. These stickers are also from Amazon. I have been having really good luck with Amazon and the stickers that I'm getting there. And this is I think this might be Hobby Lobby, this kind of washi tape, but I'm not 100% sure. A friend of mine gave me that washi, if I remember correctly, so I think it is Hobby Lobby though. Here is the 11th. I just did a cluster with a window here, and then the mini calendar. And then here's another cluster for Wednesday the 12th. I love this Paris sticker. Well, I don't know if it's Paris, but it just looks like a really romantic bakery. And these are kind of like washi material, so they melt into your page very nicely. Here is Thursday and Friday. This being Valentine's Day, I used the pink cup, those roses, this beautiful. I love cafes. I just love how cafes look on stickers. And then here's a really beautiful window and some flowers as well. So that completes that week. Then we go on to another week, February 17. On this one, I did use some travel stickers. These were from Lolo Yoya Stationery, if I'm not mistaken. And then the florals on here are from the washi tape shop. So here's Monday, here is Tuesday, here is Wednesday, and then Thursday. And I did put some Simply Gilded washi on all these pages so that it would look very, very cohesive. And here is that Friday, still using the same washi tape florals, and then these scenes from a travel pack. And then I finished the month of February with the same stickers. I had some stickers left over from the Simple Paper company, and I went back to that washi from Simply Gilded. So here's the 24th, here's the 25th, here is the 26th, and then the 27th and 28th. So I do leave a lot of room for my scripture and my notes and just a quick application. And that should take us, yeah. So that's the end there of February. And this is my March cover that I shared on Instagram. So that is where we will end the video. I wanted to show you these 2 months together. I think it works best if I show you 2 months at a time, since I am not using up many pages in this journal. I used to do one video a month to show you the whole month, but I think 2 months at a time right now is gonna be best. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like. And if you have any questions, or if you want to leave any comments about what I shared today, please feel free to leave it down below. Or if you want any more information about any of these really cute stickers, please let me know, and I will lead you or provide you with a link if I do have it. So I hope this provided some inspiration for your journals, whatever type of journals that you do. And I hope to see you in the next one. All right, friends. Bye-bye.